Hi, I'm Sandi Coleman. I'm with Avant Healthcare Professionals. I'm an English program specialist. Today I'm going to walk you through how to book an IELTS exam online at IELTS.org. Okay, so we're going to go to IELTS.org. We're going to go on to the right and hit book a test. Once that pops up, there are two options. There's IELTS and there's IELTS for UKVI. For our purposes, we need to select IELTS and IELTS only. So we're going to hit select. It's going to ask you to select your country or territory. For today's video, we're going to select the Philippines. So let's go down and we're going to find the Philippines. You will find your country. And then you will find a location that's closest to you. So we're going to select find a test location. So we have the Philippines. However, it asks us to select a city or a state. I am going to select Pampanga. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So that populates different options from which we're going to choose. So the first one, where you see just that computer icon, it means they have computer-based tests available. This one says computer only. So if you rather paper-based, you would not be able to take the exam at this location. And then this one has nothing there. So for this one, it will only be paper-based. So let's start with the one that has the computer-based available. So we're gonna go ahead and hit book now. I wanna do my exam on paper. So I am going to select registration link. We're gonna wait for that to populate. There are two options. We have IELTS Academic and then we have IELTS General Training. For our purposes, we need IELTS Academic, so we're gonna go ahead and select IELTS Academic. Now it asks you to select the city that is closest to you. So let's just select Batangas. I have accessibility needs for the test dates. If you do, you would select that. If you don't, you won't. So I don't have accessibility needs. I won't select that. It asks me which format I'd like to take the test, and I'm saying on paper. If you prefer the computer-based test, then you would select on paper. And if you notice the difference, for the IELTS on paper, the results come back to you in 13 days. However, for the IELTS on the computer, you get them back in 3 to 5 days. So I personally would select on paper, but then it depends on your comfort level. So for this purpose, I'm gonna choose on paper. When would you like to take your test? Let me choose dates or show me all the dates. I have a test date of August 20th. So I am going to choose that projected exam date that I was given by Avant. So let's just select August 20th. And I'm going to hit search for test dates. So for August 20th, there are no test dates. So what is closest to me at the time is September 24th and September 23rd. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to pick one of these dates. So let's just say I'm doing September 24th. I'm going to go ahead and book, and now it asks me to create an account. If you already have an account, then you would log in using your login details. For me, I do not have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and create an account. I'm going to put my email in. It's asking me to confirm my email, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Make sure you're using the email address that you use for Avant. That's preferable so you're not confused. And I'm going to go ahead and create a password. I'm booking this test for myself. It's asking me for my name, so I'm going to go ahead and put my name in. First name, last name. I'm going to go ahead and put my date of birth in because it's asking that. You're going to put the day first. So I'm going to put 0. I'm going to put 11th. I'm going to put January, and let's say I'm putting 1980. And then it asks you for your gender. Contact details, because I'm booking in the Philippines, it's asking me for a number in the Philippines. So I'm going to put my phone number in, which is 63917 814-0288. And then it asks for my postal address. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in as well. You're gonna put your postal address in. The fact that it asks for a postal address would suggest that you're not able to use a PO box. It asks if I have marketing preferences. Do I want to get updates? I don't want them to send any updates to my email. So I'm gonna hit do not send. And then of course I'm gonna go ahead and agree to registering an account, and I'm gonna save and continue. Now it asks me for my identification type. So if you're using a passport, you would select passport, and then these are some other options for ID types. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and select passport, and I'm gonna put my document number in. It asks for the expiration date starting with the day, so I'm gonna put that in as well. And then issuing authority, so what country is your passport, or was your passport issued? We're gonna put that. What is your country of nationality? And then you're gonna hit save and continue. Perfect. Then it asks about you. What is your first language? How many years have you been studying English? What is your level of education? So you could go ahead and fill that in. So what is your first language? Is it English? I'm gonna go ahead and put English. How many years have you been studying English? You can put 1 or 2 or however many years you've been learning English. What is your level of education completed? Is it secondary? Do you have a degree or a post-grad? I'm gonna hit degree. What is your occupation? So here you would go ahead and put whether you are employed, the employer, the employee, senior level, middle, junior level. So I'm gonna go ahead and put employee. And what is your occupation sector? We're gonna put health and social services. Your interest in IELTS. Basically, why are you taking this test? There's a drop down arrow again, and we're gonna select employment. And then it says, which country do you want to work or live in? We're gonna go ahead and select United States of America. And we're gonna go ahead and save and continue. So you are booking the IELTS academic. You want to make sure that it does say academic. It tells you your written test will be September 24th, and it gives you the time. Your speaking test will be September 23rd, and that gives you a time as well. So you want to go ahead and check that all this information is correct. If there's anything that needs to be changed, you would change that as well. Who should we send the order acknowledgement for the test? To yourself. And agree to those terms and conditions. There are 2 options when you get to here. So the first one, do you want to pay now? Meaning that do you have your credit card or debit card? This one, do you want to pay later? So you'd have to go to the bank and make your payment. So we're gonna hit pay now. If you do have a credit card, that's the easier option. But if you don't, you would hit book now or pay later. So we're gonna hit pay now. Then it's going to ask for your credit card information. You're going to put in your card number, the name on the card, the expiry date, the security code, and then fill in whatever other information for which you're asked, and you're going to go ahead and hit pay. Once you have put your payment details in and you have gone ahead and confirmed your payment, you will get a confirmation email, and this will be sent to the email that you have on file in your account. There will be several things confirmed here. You will have the IELTS, and it tells you whether it was on the computer, and that is academic. It gives you the date and the time of both the listening, reading, and writing, as well as the speaking. Now, this is the email that you would want to forward to your program specialist at Avant for them to be able to update your file with the confirmed IELTS date. So if you have any questions or concerns about scheduling an exam, please reach out to your specialist at Avant. And thank you so much for viewing this video. Stay tuned for more tips. Stay tuned for follow-ups from us at Avant.